This man standing on the left is David. A writer, at any rate by his own light. He has this idea of imitating what the young writer did in Nolan's film Following. To track a random person met on the street, and to steal stories out of him or her. Every human being's life story deserves to be written about, he claimed. His friends are not interested in the statement he just made, and probably think this is another weird idea coming out of the head of a man without a proper job. But he's made up his mind. And here comes our protagonist. An ambitious, young man, walking in a very complex city. A city that is full of energy during the day. But there is a dark, fractured side that needs to be covered up, which is the oldest slum area hidden deeply in the city, where our protagonist grew up at. We are looking at his dad now. A retired worker, and a control freak. He was a good chef before, now doing the cooking at home, waiting for his son back, same routine every day. While the son rarely spent time home, one day he's going to leave this rotten place for good. Time flies. The young man has grown into a middle-aged adult, picked up a strange habit of walking backwards, and finally able to leave the toxic family and the rotten slum. He met a girl. A girl who always carries a red handbag. Red seems to be her favorite color, so he took her to a restaurant with a grand red wall for their first date. He told her about his strange walking habit. "Would you mind joining me?" he asked, thinking that if she said yes then she will be the love of his life. The girl hesitated, but eventually said yes. They did it. They did it on one fine night in the crowded mechanical city. But our protagonist is back to his solitary life again, walking alone. Turns out this girl is not the one. What a shame. The city is a jungle. He's aged. And he looked at the sweet young couple across the street. That reminded him of the girl with a red handbag. "I've once been loved as well, by a very special girl," he said. "She's the only one in my life who doesn't mind walking backward with me in the streets. You won't understand, the joy of having someone willing to do weird things with you." Every person passing by was staring at us with jealousy that night, I can tell. His colleague doesn't care about all that at all. Understandable. He barely walks backward nowadays, you have to be efficient enough in order to survive in the city. But did he survive? He's too old to think or move forward. Memories of the girl still haunt him every night. Eventually he turned into a man like his father, and ends up being washed away and buried up under the glamorousness, like that old dirty slum he came from. Story written by David the Flaneur. The end.